Okay, so when I tell you that AI is going to replace all jobs, AI is literally going to replace every single job. So we're over here speed running this creation of super intelligence, knowing that the end result is going to be people out of jobs, people losing purpose. It's just ridiculous. So here we have a video of an AI doctor's office. AI doctor's office. So that means all the nurses, all the PhDs that got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt going to school, getting their PhD, those degrees will be worthless within the next 5 years max. And ironically, the only jobs that probably won't get replaced for at least a little while are low skill jobs. Jobs that require humans that can move fluidly, that can do things with their hands, with their feet, move fast. So far, robots can't do that yet. So we've pretty much just replaced the human brain. We've replaced human intellect and we've simulated it with machines. So let's watch this video.
This is not a doctor's office. It's Forward, the world's first AI doctor's office. It all starts with the CarePod, an entirely new approach to healthcare with prevention at its core. With health apps, your care team has the latest technology to treat the issues of today and prevent the issues of tomorrow. We'll start by establishing a baseline of your health, diving deep into all aspects of your health, past health history, current health state, future wellness.
They've completely replaced a doctor. And not only that, they've just made it more efficient. So when you have this sort of technology, what is the point of going to a doctor's office? If you can get your literal body scanned by a machine and just calculated, your entire health history calculated, what is the point? Because a human will never be able to diagnose as good as this. Ever. So all these doctors that have been charging patients thousands of dollars for appointments, thousands of dollars just to write them a prescription for aspirin, this is your replacement. Nurses, I'm not sure if this replaces nurses, but it replaces the actual doctor. Okay, the person that writes the prescriptions, that diagnoses. Nurses, I'm not sure if this replaces nurses, but it replaces doctors. So now, if you're having a health issue, if you're having symptoms, you can go into this machine, get your body scanned, get your health history analyzed, the same exact thing a doctor does, but way more efficient, and it will tell you what is going on. It will tell you what your diagnosis is. It will write a prescription. It will do all this stuff. This is the future. And I know high-skilled professionals are like, nah, AI can't possibly replace what I'm doing. Well, here you go. Every single job will be replaced. Every single job. Not one job won't be replaced. We've already had it replace artists. It can generate like 1 million images in like 1 millisecond. Humans can't compete with that. You already are saying the internet just flooded with AI art. You actually see more AI art than actual real photographs in 2025. The internet is like half the people on the internet aren't even real. Like if you scrolled the YouTube algorithm. There's just channels just spawning out of nowhere that has no actual person, no face, no nothing. And they just crank out videos. Like actual real YouTubers can't compete with that. Why would why would anybody make like painstakingly edit a video over the course of like a month when you could just have an AI just edit your videos? There's no more art, there's no more intention with producing YouTube videos. There's no human. The voice is fake, the editing is done with AI, the music is AI to avoid copyright. It's insane. It's insane. And at this moment, I think the best thing you could do as a content creator is just be yourself. Just advertise yourself as I'm a real human. Because at this point the algorithm's just completely flooded. And it's all just brain rot. It's brain rot. It's like high paced videos and it's just because the attention span is decreasing, so you can't actually just talk. You can't have a frame that lasts longer than 3 seconds because people will just zone out. And it's sad. It's sad where we're heading. And people are like, AI will replace jobs, but not right now. Not right now. That's like 10, 20 years in the future. No, it's already replaced jobs. Who's going to go to art school? Who's going to go to art school knowing that there's a machine that can outcompete you in every single possible way? Who's going to get a PhD? Who's going to become a doctor knowing something like this can do your job a million times better? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody's going to go to school for that. People are going to like, fuck it, I'm not going to go to school. And that creates a population of idiots. And you know what happens? We start to become dependent on these machines. And we already are dependent on things like phones, things like computers, machinery. There's not a single thing, there's not a single human being in America that doesn't have that doesn't rely on computers, phones, all this. Okay, some way, shape, or form, you are relying on a machine. It's inescapable. Inescapable.
Wellness goals, body scan, biometric monitoring, blood testing, and more. It's all about understanding where you are today, where you want to be, and how to get there. After establishing a baseline of your health, you're able to personalize your care with health apps built for you, like our Heart Health app, shown to lower blood pressure in 90 days, powered by CarePod and at-home biometric monitoring. We'll be able to detect murmurs and other irregularities and help lower your risk of a heart attack or stroke. With a focus on keeping you healthy, you and your care team will be equipped to make the right decisions for your long-term health. Or our Skin Cancer Scan app, which enables you and your care team to track things like mole growth and skin lesions over time. Or our Mental Health app, to monitor anxiety and depression with ongoing guidance and support. Whether it's weight management, diabetes screening, or everyday care, like a routine blood draw, COVID-19 testing, or kidney and liver health, there's something for everyone. Because health isn't just about seeing a doctor when you're sick. It's about continuous, comprehensive care that addresses your health concerns.
Now, a doctor will never be able to offer this kind of consistent, comprehensive care. Never. Okay, I don't care if you visit the doctor like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a month. You'll never be able to get the same effect from a doctor. Okay, and what you're going to see is people, instead of going to the doctor, they're going to buy one of these biometric products that literally monitors your heartbeat, your pulse, your age, your environmental conditions, you're going to see a lot of people buy this because it's way more insightful than what you get at a doctor's appointment. Okay, a doctor really only writes prescriptions and diagnoses. They have no sort of um, responsibility to actually cure you. Their only responsibility is to treat, no, not treat you. Yeah, treat your symptoms. And a lot of times they do that with prescription medications. Um, if somebody is like 500 pounds and they go to a doctor's appointment and the doctor says, okay, you have high blood pressure, instead of the doctor saying you need to lose weight, you're morbidly obese, they're going to instead write a prescription for some sort of blood pressure medication. If your diet consists of processed food, filled with sodium, filled with chemicals, preservatives, insecticides, um, then your doctor's not going to even bring that up. Okay, you can only write a prescription for so much, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of environmental factors at play with people's health. Okay, we are the least healthy society in the world. Our lifespan is decreasing
today and prevents those of tomorrow. The world's first AI doctor's office. It's Forward.
So yeah, let me read these comments. So is it going to give me my PTSD and panic attack anxiety medicine, or is it going to tell me my medicine's too dangerous? This guy says he's already a member. So yeah, people are definitely getting on board with this. Some people are hating on it though. So this guy says products are trash. Mine stopped working after 3 months. I just sent a video to prove it was malfunctioning. What a waste of water. And then still had to ship it back. Blah, 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 blah. It was defective. Find a better brand. Don't waste your time on this one. Well, yeah, it's still in the testing phase. So let me look up what other job are people saying can't be replaced. So AI teacher. So teaching jobs will be replaced. School solely uses AI to teach students. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? So all the teachers in the school are just gone. They're out of the job.
This probably isn't what comes to mind when you think of an average school day. Kids breathing fire,
Find a spot for your foot.
climbing a rock wall, and even learning the art of grilling. But for students at the Alpha School in Austin, Texas, this is no field day.
Drugs up!
Here, K through 12th graders are proudly cutting classes, spending just 2 hours a day learning math, science, reading, and writing, all with the help of an AI tutor and without a single teacher.
Morning launch time.
Mackenzie Price is the co-founder of Alpha School and its 2-hour learning program.
This is a school without teachers.
We have no teachers at our schools. Can you believe that?
The educators are a suite of AI-powered apps that gamify lessons, monitor progress, and with the help of eye tracking, keep tabs on students' attention span.
So that eye tracking thing, what you're going to see with these products is it's going to track you a lot. These AI products, they're going to track your students. They're going to monitor your students. They're going to collect your students' data. Okay, and it's going to, it won't ever be able to reprimand a student, but it definitely can see if your student is paying attention with eye tracking. I personally think that's dystopian. So if you look at off of the laptop for even like 1 millisecond, it's going to be able to deduct your grade in class, which is insane.
Who's teaching you?
I think
the app is teaching me, but I'm also teaching myself.
All as adult guides, many of which have never been teachers, look on without interfering with their robot counterparts.
Are you comfortable having guides in the classroom that don't necessarily know the core curriculum?
It's okay that our guides aren't experts in physics or math or whatever they're doing. They are experts in their students.
It almost sounds like the guides here are told, you're here to lead the kids to AI.
Our guides are not allowed to teach. They are coaching students to become self-driven learners.
Price says the AI tutor personalizes lessons for each student, allowing them to learn class material in half the time, and according to data from Alpha, score in the 90th percentile on standardized tests in most grade levels.
This one's a little unusual.
It all comes as students nationwide grapple with AI's role. While some critics say it's too soon to know if the tech's having a positive effect in classrooms, one study found generative AI tutors can sometimes inhibit learning.
Yes, because if you want your student to write an essay, all it does is have to type it into ChatGPT. Hey, write me an essay for blah, 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 blah. And it spits out like a 20-page essay in like 5 seconds. So of course it's going to inhibit the human mind because it takes less work to get a A or a B or C. And the people who actually don't write with AI, who actually use their brain, they'll get a less grade in the class. Do you know how fucked up that is? Do you know how insane that is? So teachers are punishing the students that actually do their papers with their actual brain and reward students that just type it up in AI. So what you're going to see, we have to move to actual hands-on learning, actual interactive learning. I'm not talking about staring at a freaking tablet and just having AI teach you. I mean real interactive learning, because the American educational system is just a joke. It's like, okay, I'm just going to stand up here and talk in a monotone voice, then I'm going to hand you a piece of paper at the end of class. I'm going to have you circle answers. That's not learning. That's memorization. That's memorization. There's no interaction between the teacher and the student besides just raising her hand and asking a question. So yeah, it's got to be hands-on, because if we keep going down this route, we will be the dumbest country that has ever lived. If we keep going down this route of just, oh, we'll just have AI teach our students, we'll just have AI do this, AI do that, we're phasing out the American worker. Don't you guys see what is going on here? They're literally phasing out the American worker. And nobody's even saying anything. Nobody has a game plan for what will happen or what we will do when at some point there's more AIs in positions of jobs than humans. Nobody has a game plan. Nobody has a red button to push saying, hey, maybe we should stop with this AI stuff. Instead, we keep going and going and going and going and going. This is going to replace so many teaching jobs. It's going to make the modern day schooling system even less interactive and exciting than it already is. I mean, I don't get how it can get less exciting than this, having a literal computer teach you. It's just insane. It's insane. And we're the last generation of human beings to live in an age without AI. If you were born in, like, let's say before the year like 2000 and 2010, I'll just say that. Not 2010, like early 2000s. Then you are literally the last generation of human beings to live in a world where humans are smarter than machines. We are currently now at this point living in a world where machines are smarter than humans. Let that sink in for a moment. But just let that sink in. We are living in a world where humans are dumb compared to machines. We're even having AI create other AI. So we can't even take credit for it anymore. We're not even directly making the AI programs. We're having AI make other AI for us, which is a huge no-no because that you don't know what's going on under the code. You don't know what it's telling the other AI to do. It could say, "Hey, destroy the world," and nobody will know because we're not directly involved. And do you think anybody's going to learn how to code? Do you think anybody's going to spend thousands and thousands of hours learning how to code when they could just type it in to a computer and AI will just spit out like this complex freaking design? Do you think anybody's going to pay a human being to design a website for them when AI can literally do it in like 5 seconds? People don't realize how many jobs this stuff will replace.
If students become too reliant on the tool.
How do you make sure that the AI that is teaching kids is doing what it's supposed to be doing?
We have a lot of guardrails in place to make sure that kids are not dealing with some of the issues that come with what we hear about with AI.
Still, at Alpha, where tuition costs $40,000 a year, academics are just the beginning.
This is called our check chart.
Each student must complete a long list of tasks before they can level up, including things like run a mile without stopping, solve a Rubik's Cube, and even
Independently put together a piece of IKEA furniture.
all in an effort to teach life skills and promote passion projects.
Welcome to the Alpha School Airbnb.
Like this group of 6th graders who are running a real Airbnb.
How old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11.
Yeah.
And how much money did you guys make with this Airbnb?
So we have $10,000 of confirmed bookings.
Over at Alpha High School,
You made an app. Wait,
I developed an app.
16-year-olds Elle and Sloan are getting ready to pitch an AI-enabled app that gives dating advice.
I want to ask my crush out to prom in front of all of her friends. Is that a good idea?
It really depends on her personality.
So you've been learning.
So all that is a freaking Chat GPT API. She did literally no work. It's literally just Chat GPT. Okay, this isn't revolutionary, but she added a coat to it saying, "Hey, it's for dating. You can do that with Chat GPT already. So what is the point?"
Is that a good idea?
It really depends on her personality.
So you've been learning from AI,
Yep.
and now you're building your own AI?
Yes.
A full circle experiment, putting these AI academics in a class of their own.
Yeah, a lot to take in there. And as a parent, I was a little sketched out seeing those little kids locked into their laptops with their headphones on. We used to
Yeah, we're screwed. We're screwed. Look at this. Zombies. The human spirit is dead. It was already dead with the smartphone era, but now it's just completely dead. You know what the next generation is going to think? Why should I learn anything when I could just have AI do it for me? So China is already doing this. They're having AI teachers. They literally have their students hooked up to some sort of headband, some AI controlled headband. What the heck? You know how dystopian this is? So yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. If you guys liked it, like, comment, subscribe.